Hi, this is Sandy Klukas, and this is my assignment 5 for AEP 867, Instructional Design and Assessment. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what I learned from doing my teaching unit and what I think I would revise about it for the future. So my unit, I started out with backwards design, and I started out looking at the standard for my 5th graders. That matter is made up of particles that are too small to be seen. And then I added some other objectives to that. I wanted my students to understand the different forms of matter, which is kind of a review for them a little bit. But I wanted to talk about how they react with each other and the different ways that we could see that. So anyway, when I think about some revisions, I found a book that I think I would really like to read out loud to my students at the beginning. I had a video as well, and I don't want to not use the video, but I think I'd really like to read this book out loud and have it be sort of a discussion time, whereas I'm reading the book, kids can talk about what they're understanding, and that would be another formative assessment as I do it. Something else that I would like to add is after I did this unit, someone was telling me about an activity where you take the empty water bottle and you talk about, is it empty or is there something in it? And then you put a balloon on it and you show how when you squeeze it, it blows up the balloon, so it's not really empty. It has air in it. And so I thought that would be a pretty cool activity to do with this. It would go right along with it. And then the other thing I was thinking about as I was thinking about assessments and things, I thought I could have my students write a little bit more in their science journals than I was planning. I just wanted them to write their hypothesis and their findings in their science journals, but I thought it would be nice for them to write the reasoning behind, why they thought their hypothesis. And then when they're going around, so they're going to work with their desk buddy, and then they're going to go around after they do their experiment for one of the days. They're going to go around and talk to other partners and see what they found. And I thought that would be something good for them to write in their science journals as well. So looking over these questions, how do the tasks yield appropriate evidence of the identified understanding? Well, I think first is verbal understanding, and I'm going to see that through formative assessments as I'm interacting with students. And then I do have a formative assessment at the end, or a summative assessment at the end with quizzes that we're going to do online. That's sort of my technology piece. How do the tasks involve a complex real-world authentic application? I think that this is real-world authentic in that we're using everyday objects. And my goal or my hope is that my students will see in these everyday objects the different ways that matter is all around us and how it reacts to the world around us. How are a variety of appropriate assessment formats used to provide additional evidence of learning? I like the summative assessment at the end, the quizzes, because I can really make sure that they understood all the concepts. The formative assessments also, they're going to go around, they're going to talk to their peers. I'm going to overhear and talk to them and see what they're finding. And then, of course, their science journals. I'll be able to get a better understanding of what they know from that as well. And then how are students given the opportunity to self-assess and reflect on their learning and performance? So a couple of ways in their science journals, they're going to record the measurements and their hypothesis and this other information. And then also just going around and collaborating with their peers, with their desk partner, and then with the other groups. That will be a way for them to self-assess, compare, decide, did this work? Did this not work? Was my hypothesis correct? I think those are all really good ways for them to self-assess and reflect. So, thank you. Bye.